Peruvian former president, Alan Garcia, in Lima in November 2018. Ernesto Benavides/AFP/Getty Images warning, contains details of suicide. Alan Garcia, the former president of Peru, is dead after shooting himself in the head as police came to arrest him over bribery allegations. Martín Vizcarra, the current president of Peru, confirmed the death on social media. Authorities said that when police arrived at his house to arrest Garcia on Wednesday morning, the former president shut himself in his room and shot himself. Garcia was accused of receiving bribes from Odebrecht, a Brazilian construction company, for a train construction project in Lima during his tenure. He repeatedly denied those claims. Odebrecht pleaded guilty to paying officials across Latin America $788 million in exchange for lucrative infrastructure deals. The U.S. Justice Department in 2016 called it the largest foreign bribery case in history. Visit BusinessInsider.com for more stories. Peru's former president shot himself dead inside his home as officers came to arrest him over bribery allegations on Wednesday morning. Alan Garcia was rushed to hospital, but was confirmed dead hours later. Martín Vizcarra, the current president of Peru, confirmed the death on social media and sent his condolences. The 69-year-old was in critical condition in hospital in Lima, the Peruvian capital, the BBC reported before the death was confirmed. He shot himself in the head, according to multiple reports. Vizcarra's tweet said, dismayed by the passing of former President Alan Garcia. I send my condolences to his family and loved ones. Consternado por el fallecimiento del expresidente Alan García, envío mis condolencias a su familia y seres queridos. Martín Vizcarra, at Martin Vizcarra, April 17, 2019. Garcia served as president from 1985 to 1990, and again from 2006 to 2011. Peruvian Interior Minister Carlos Moran told a news conference that shortly after police arrived at his Lima home to arrest him, Garcia said he had to call his lawyer and shut himself in his room. He entered his room and closed the door behind him, Moran said, according to Reuters. Within a few minutes, a shot from a firearm was heard, and police forcibly entered the room and found Mr. Garcia sitting with a wound in his head. Garcia was taken to hospital at 6:45 a.m. local time for a bullet wound to the head, and taken into emergency surgery at 7:10 a.m., Peru's health ministry said in a statement carried by the Peru.21 newspaper. Media outlets previously reported Garcia as having shot himself in the neck. Neurosurgeons, medical specialists, and neurologists all operated on him, Peruvian Health Minister Zulema Tomas told a Wednesday press conference. She added doctors tried resuscitating him 3 times, though she didn't say whether they took place before or during surgery. Staff at the José Casimiro Ulloa Hospital in Lima declined to comment when contacted by Business Insider. Garcia and former U.S. President George W. Bush. White House, Eric Draper via Wikimedia Commons. Garcia was accused of taking bribes from Odebrecht, a Brazilian construction company, for a train construction project in Lima. Peruvian prosecutors suspect that Odebrecht gave Garcia more than $100,000 that was disguised as a payment to speak at a conference in Brazil, the Associated Press, AP, reported. Garcia denied ever having received money from Odebrecht, and said he was being politically targeted. The AP said, Garcia arriving at the National Prosecution Office in Lima to testify as part of the Odebrecht investigation in February 2017. Guadalupe Pardo/file photo/Reuters. In 2016, Odebrecht pleaded guilty to paying officials across Latin America $788 million in exchange for lucrative infrastructure deals. The U.S. Justice Department, which made the charges, called Odebrecht conduct the largest foreign bribery case in history at the time. Pedro Pablo Kuczynski, another former Peruvian president, was detained last week as part of a money laundering investigation into his ties to Odebrecht. Investigators found $782,000 in previously undisclosed payments from the Brazilian company more than a decade ago, the AP reported. García was banned from leaving the country while the bribery investigation was ongoing. He requested asylum in the Uruguayan embassy in Lima last year, but Uruguay refused his request. If you or someone you know is struggling with depression or has had thoughts of harming themselves or taking their own life, get help. The National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, 1-800-273-8255, provides 24/7, free, confidential support for people in distress, as well as best practices for professionals and resources.